How's it going, everybody? My name is Salty and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the top 5 class setups here for you in Black Ops Cold War Year 2. First and foremost, I'm going to need you guys to hit the subscribe button for me so you don't miss any of my daily Call of Duty videos. And make sure to also smash the like button so this video can reach other people looking for the same kind of content. Let's jump into it. Now at number 5, I'm going to have the EM2. As many of you know, if you played Cold War in Season 6, the EM2 and the Tech 9 basically controlled Cold War multiplayer. You really couldn't use anything else. It was extremely annoying to play against. But after the recent nerfs back in mid-Season 6, the EM2 is no longer, in my opinion, the best AR in the game. It just can't compete at the longer ranges with the slow fire rate and then the high recoil when you start spamming that trigger. It just doesn't add up to a great overall time, but at medium range there's probably not another AR that can beat it. So this is a class setup you're going to need to be going with. I have the Microflex LED for the optic. This is just a preference though, how you guys can really go with whatever you want here. For the muzzle, I have the infantry compensator to take care of some of that vertical recoil control I was just referring to. For the barrel, you want the 25.8 inch task force. This is a barrel that did end up getting nerfed as it makes the recoil a smidge uncontrollable, but like I said, that's only in the long ranges. If you are playing at medium range, there's really not another AR that can beat it. For the body, I have the SOF target designator. This is just to reveal your enemies while aiming down the sights a little easier. I'll just put a little dot above their head. For the underbarrel, I have the field agent grip. That is just for, again, some recoil control, vertical and horizontal there. As you can see, 5% to the vertical, 15% to the horizontal. That definitely does help the cause. For the magazine, I have the normal 40 round mag. It's a slow firing weapon. 40 bullets with a slow firing weapon is honestly, that's plenty. It would be pretty cool if they did end up having a 50 round mag, but at the end of the day, you're not sacrificing too much aim down sight time here. And in my opinion, it's the best option. Now for the handle, we have the airborne elastic wrap for overall flinch resistance of the weapon, the ability to drop shot, and then of course the maximized aim down sight speed. And then we have the Raider stock finishing us off here for overall movement speed of the weapon and then sprint to fire time. This is my number 5 slot. I would love to hear if you guys would bump this up or not, but let's jump over to number 4. At number 4, I have the Tech 9 SMG. In my opinion, this thing is no longer the best weapon in the game, and it's still extremely viable, but at the end of the day, it's a 4-shot to kill unless you hit a headshot, and the slow fire rate it doesn't compete with the other faster firing SMGs in the game when it comes to close range combat. That's because it's no longer a 3-shot kill. Like I said, it's all the way to a 4-shot. As you can see here, the damage after the nerf only brings it to 45 with the task force barrel, like I said, making it a 4-shot kill. But the class setup you're going to want is the full auto repeater there, just to make the weapon fully automatic. For the barrel, we have the 8.1 inch task force. You're going to need that damage rate a boost up now because, like I said, it used to be over 50 damage there with the task force barrel, but 6% to your damage, 50% to your effective damage range, and then 75% your overall bullet velocity. There's probably not an SMG that can beat it in medium range, but if you're playing against Tech 9, just need to get up close and personal with them. You'll probably end up winning the gunfight. For the underbarrel, I have the field agent grip. They did also nerf the recoil control on it, but with the field agent grip here, there's really nothing that is overly crazy. It's very easily controlled there. For the magazine, I have the normal 39 round mag. Because I'm not going with a handle down here, I don't want to sacrifice all too much aim down sight speed, but I do need to maximize that ammo capacity. 39 still is not a lot of bullets, especially when playing aggressive with an SMG. And finishing us off with the Raider stock for the overall movement speed of the weapon and then the maximized sprint to fire time. Like I said, your opinion could be different on this one, but in my opinion, when I use an AK-74U, I can definitely easily outgun a Tech 9 or even, a Mac 10, or like I said, any faster firing SMG, you can beat this thing at close range. Let's jump over to number 3. At number 3, I have the XM4, the jack of all trades weapon. It's good at every single range. It probably gets outgunned at every single range by a certain weapon, but this thing is old reliable in my opinion. You can take close range, medium range, and long range gunfights and still find some success, which is why I think it's one of the most popular weapons in the game. It's extremely easy to use and viable in all situations. So let's jump into my class setup here that's going to give you the best luck. We have the Microflex LED. This is my preference for all assault rifles. It's my go-to, that or the Millstop Reflex. If you haven't given them a try, I highly recommend you do, but you can still go with whatever you're comfortable with here. For the muzzle, I'm going with the infantry compensator for vertical recoil control overall. For the barrel, you're going to want the 13.7 inch Ranger. That is for the maximized bullet velocity of the weapon. It will help the bullets connect extremely quickly. Like I said, you're going to be taking some long range gunfights there, so you're going to want your bullets to connect as quickly as possible. For the body, I have the SOF target designator to make it extremely easy to see your enemies while aiming down those sights. For the underbarrel, the field agent grip, this seems to be a trend here with this video. but I promise it's really just the best grip in the game, and that's really the biggest reason why. Some weapons don't need it, but some of the best weapons in the game, because of their damage overall, definitely need this field agent grip, but for vertical and horizontal recoil control. So for the magazine, this is something that changed late on in the game's life cycle. We have the Salvo 45 round fast mag. This used to be the 55 round fast mag, where you were sacrificing 25% aim down sight time, but as you can see, it's only ends up being 12% of your aim down sight time. And the 50 round mag is no longer a good option here, as obviously you get the ability to reload quickly and only 5 less bullets with the fast mag there. For the handle, I have the airborne elastic wrap, that for the maximized aim down sight speed, the flinch resistance, and ability to drop shot, and then the Raider pad for the stock, that for the overall movement speed of the weapon, and then the sprint to fire time. I'm going to be honest, the XM4 is my most used AR. Like I said, is extremely viable in a lot of situations, but it can be outgunned in particular ranges with certain weapons. For an example, the Krig 6 at long range, this is going to lose. At medium range, if you're using an EM2, this is going to lose. And at close range, if you're really using any SMG, you're probably going to lose. But at the end of the day, what other weapon can compete in all of those ranges? So that's why it's at number 3. Let's jump over to number 2. At number 2, I have the AK-74U. And in my opinion, it's definitely the best SMG in the game, most viable for a lot of situations. It did get nerfed quite a ways back, because with the task force barrel, this thing was absolutely busted. But with the recent build, it's still extremely good and still holds the crown for best SMG in the game, especially after the Tech 9 nerf there. This thing is going to outgun the Tech 9 at close range. It may struggle in the medium range, but it can still definitely win the gunfight, especially with a headshot there. It kills in the same amount of bullets, so that is just a plus, and just the overall fire rate is higher. My opinion, it's just the most viable option for SMGs in the game, with very easy recoil, very good damage range, and very good fire rate. Let's jump into the class setup. It's actually the pro class setup, and this thing is absolutely amazing. Like I said, with low recoil and high movement speeds, this thing is just going to be an absolute tank in your hands. Trust me on that. We have the Spetsnaz compensator here for 12% of your vertical recoil control. That's really all you need as far as recoil control goes in the vertical category. For the barrel, we have the 9.3 inch extended for 40% to your bullet velocity, whilst not sacrificing anything. You can use a liberator here if you feel like the bullet velocity still feels a bit low, but as you can see, minus 25% your aim walking movement speed. And in my opinion, the movement speed of the AK-74U is really what puts it over the top. For the underbarrel, I have the Spetsnaz speed grip to take care of the horizontal recoil control of the weapon. This thing basically shoots a straight line at this point. For the handle, we have the GRU elastic wrap for the aim down sight speed, the ability to drop shot, and then of course the flinch resistance. And then we have the skeletal stock for the overall movement and sprint to fire time of the weapon. I have over 25,000 kills with this weapon, so believe me when I say it's definitely the best SMG in the game. Let's jump over to number 1. And in the number 1 spot, we have the Krig 6. The reason this gun is going to be at number 1 is the ability to pick enemies off at medium and long range with little to no effort at all. It has basically zero recoil, so it's the best weapon to pick people off peg glitches with, and the fire rate isn't exactly that slow. It is one of the slower firing ARs in the game technically, but I would put it right in the medium category. It doesn't have a extremely fast fire rate like the FFAR, but it's not exactly slow like the EM2 or the C58. And that just puts it over them in my opinion, because it will beat them at medium and long ranges. It is an absolute beast of a weapon, the go-to assault rifle for the pros, and in my opinion, the best AR in the game. And on that note, the best weapon in the game. Let's jump into the class setup. It doesn't look all too much different than the XM4. The Microflex LED, I've already said my piece on that. You guys can go with whatever you're comfortable with, but I highly recommend you give the reflex sights a try. The infantry compensator to take care of the vertical recoil control of the weapon. The 19.7 inch Ranger to up the bullet velocity, much like the XM4. You need those bullets to connect extremely quickly. For the body, we have the SOF target designator to make it extremely easy to see your targets while aiming down the sights. The field agent grip for the underbarrel here for both horizontal and vertical recoil control. The 50 round mag to maximize your bullet velocity, and that's still a lot of bullets at the end of the day. You can definitely find a safe place to reload before jumping right back into the action, and it doesn't sacrifice as much of your aim down sight speed, for example, like the 50 round fast mag does here, or the 40 round speed mag, only taking away 15% total there. For the handle, we have the airborne elastic wrap. That is the trend. You want the most aim down sight speed as possible, and then of course the flinch resistance and ability to drop shot, and then the Raider stock for the overall sprint to fire time and movement speed of the weapon. I would love to hear your opinion of your top 5 down in the comments. Did I miss anything? Do you guys think my list is completely off, or do you agree? Make sure you guys let me know down in the comments. I got an LC10 gameplay for you guys, so you guys can take a look at the differences between the weapons I was referring to. The LC10, in my opinion, is going to sit at number 6. So I just want you guys to compare and see where these other weapons are going to be better than that. Let's jump right into it.
Domination. Capture the objective. Taking A. Enemy is Charlie. Removed. Securing B. Bravo secure. Smoke checked. We've taken the lead. Losing Alpha. Taking Charlie.
Wasted him.
Location secure. Maintain current posture. Enemy took Alpha.
War machine ready for use. Street front fueled and standing by.
Losing Charlie. Enemy has C.
Enemy grenade.
Securing A. Losing Bravo. Alpha locked down. 936, 3 down. Securing Charlie. Weapons on, refiring. All locations secured. Hold your positions. Losing A.
Data channel.
Losing Bravo. Losing C.
That 936.
We lost C. Losing A. Securing C.
He's down.
We lost A. Charlie locked down. Losing C.
Target
Street
removed.
front fueled and standing by.
Casino 1-5.
Ratt down.
The wind's in sight. Securing location secure. Maintain current posture. Enemy RCXD detected. Losing A. Halftime. Seize the objectives. Taking Charlie. C locked down. We've pulled ahead.
Authorizing hard tasking.
Securing Bravo. Bravo locked down.
War machine. Nades up.
Overflight at waypoint.
system activated.
Cross B. Taking B.
Semtex primed.
Bravo secure.
Target eliminated.
Losing B. Securing C. Losing B. Mission goals are in sight. Bring this home.
Enemy sentry turret defeated. Inbound flag. Enemy destroyed.
Losing Bravo. Losing. Enemy sentry turret detected in mission area secured. You made KingSam.
If you guys enjoyed the video, if you could make sure you hit that like button for me, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you're new to the channel, make sure you also smash that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video.
We'll be right back.